Hi and welcome to Rehana's Martial Arts Superstore. Manufacturers, importers, wholesalers and retailers for all manner of goods related to martial arts, combat, boxing, kickboxing and Muay Thai. Today I would like to talk to you about the importance of hygiene in fitness, training and of course martial arts. We do live in strange times and hygiene has become more and more important than ever before than we have practiced in the past. So I'd like to spend a little bit of time talking about being hygienic in your martial arts. I only say this because it is common to have stinky gloves, stinky clothes, stinky bags, and people wonder why the goods and products stink and deteriorate. It's simply because they're not washing their and cleaning their products safely in an appropriate manner. So if your equipment stinks, it basically means that you have germs, and the stink is actually the smell of germs, of the amino acids quite nicely fermenting in your garment and product, and having a nice time eating away at the fabric and thread and developing beautiful cultures of lovely bacteria to invade your cut skin should that happen, and hence you come up with the crazy ass rashes and spots that seem to be pervading more than ever before. So as part of our effort to assist with hygiene, you will notice that our gloves, for example, have the palm vent down here to always ensure there's good ventilation in your palms so that they're always available there for fresh aeration there. So within that context, I would certainly recommend that you consider gloves with palm ventilation. I keep a little squeegee bottle at all times whenever I go to any form of fitness or gym activity. I just do that. I have that, and I have my handy little cloth here which I carry, and I have to admit I wash this cloth after every training session that I go to. I will pretty well squeeze everything, and wherever possible I'll have this handy. So when you go to the gym or anything that you touch, just get in the habit of constantly and washing your hands. It's, you know, my squeegee bottle has a collection of Dettol, bit of soap, water, and you can throw some metho in there for good measure, just to make sure that you're always keeping your hands hygienic and clean. So your gloves at the end of the training session will be quite sweaty. I recommend that you keep them, once you put them into your training bag, you give them a bit of squirt with your little concoction there, and then I recommend you give them a rub inside, clean inside, to make sure you give a good chance of the bacteria being washed off. This is after every training session. Give it a good solid clean, and then what you do is you let your glove in a cool dark spot sit in an open fashion in that way. That's it. You leave it to dry overnight in a cool dark spot. If you want to go one step more, you can take a newspaper and then wrap it up and then put it up through here with a, roll up a newspaper and stick it inside there, just a thin newspaper, and you can stick it there overnight, and that will work equally fine. And then when you're ready for training, go back, put that into your bag, and off you go. So it's important to clean your gloves after every training session. The other thing to be mindful of is make sure you clean your clothes after every training session. And I also recommend that you clean your wraps after training session. In fact, clean everything after every training session. Really, really important, because once everybody's sweat starts to mix in, you punch somebody's head, you've got his sweat on your glove joining your sweat, and all those amino acids getting in together, having a great old time, making a whole bunch of new crazy babies together in a post-COVID society. Other things to consider is your gym bag. We sell obviously a Rehana's gym bag, which is fantastic, with lots of pockets and things like that, which is great. It's important to keep your gym bag nice and clean. So that means you clean it out at least once a month, unzip it, and wash the inside. Give it a squirt with the with the that solution that I discussed, which was a small part of Dettol, a little bit of dishwashing liquid, a lot of water, and a tiny hint of methyl. You just keep doing that, washing the inside and outside on a monthly basis to give you every opportunity to have a clean gym bag. Another thing that's important is your rashi or your clothing. In this particular instance, what we do is that we make our rashis pretty well much all the time in a long sleeve. This is really important. When you're touching other people's skin, you don't get their sweat on your body, and it keeps it relatively away, so that way, once again, you don't have any sweat or liquid exchange going on there. Of course, this is a kid's rashi, and we sell adult ones, of course, but I was illustrating because it fits on the table, and it's a long sleeve as opposed to short sleeve. And it's really important when you're going into large gyms or gyms of communal training to make sure that your rashi is long enough, your sleeves are long, and your body is good. Just give yourself every opportunity. We also make our rashis in a thick fabric so you don't get too much permeability in the sweat absorption there. So hygiene is really important. You have to be conscious of it. Make sure you wash your hands on a regular basis, and of course wear your masks if you need to. We sell face masks as well that are specially designed for training with HEPA filters, but I'll go through that on another day for discussion of masks in training. So yes, hygiene is really important, more than ever before, and Rayhan has certainly encouraged you to be hygiene friendly, so that way you can trade for a really long time, minimize skin rashes, minimize any kind of damage that you're going to do to yourself, and keep safe, the hand away, and you'll always be training. Remember, the road is long, not short. Go long for a long time and be smart in everything that you do. Rayhan is manufacturers and importers of all goods related to martial arts. We make and sell what we make. Whatever you're going to get is always going to be cheaper and is always going to be better. We love what we do. We get to work every day and feel real happy. So support a business that loves doing what it does with great passion, great products, and you'll always be safe. Rayhanas, you can shop online, rayhanas.com, rayhanas.com. Give us a call, 089-328-3228. We ship nationally, locally, internationally. We pretty well make everything that we do, and talk to the friendly staff. We're more than happy to take you through your very specific needs, happy to guide you to the best solution so you have the longest journey and the most funnest journey in martial arts. Rayhanas, 100% Rigidage Australian.